Hello, today we're going to be making a Chinese dragon puppet to celebrate Chinese New Year. Okay, so to make one, you need a paper lunch bag. You need either red or paper that you've colored red. You need some white printer paper or notebook paper, both work, okay? You're gonna also need some glue, some scissors, and some crayons. Okay, so let's get started making our puppet. We're going to start by having the flat side of the bag up to the top like this, okay? And the open and closed side of the bag down towards you, okay? And then I like to start by drawing my great big dragon scales first, okay? And the way I do that is I use my black crayon and I draw great big capital U's for dragon scales. And I do them all the way across the bottom part. And then I stagger them by starting in the middle of one to the next, and the middle of the one to the next, so that they're staggered rows instead of rows that end up right underneath each other, okay? And I'm gonna do that all the way down to the bottom of my bag like this, okay? And then I turn it over and do the whole back as well, okay? Next, I'm going to take a little piece of printer paper. It can be a square or rectangle. I'm gonna fold it in half because I'm gonna use this to make my eyes for my dragon, okay? And if I fold it in half, I make sure I get two. So I'm going to draw a great big oval like that. And I'm gonna use my scissors to cut them out. I'm leaving it folded so that I make sure that I have two eyes because my dragon is going to want both of its eyes. All right, then I'm going to add eyeballs, okay? And then the color part you can make any color you like, okay? And then we're gonna glue the eyes down right here, okay? So, once I've glued the eyes down, I can finish coloring later, of course. Okay, then my dragon is going to need two nostrils so he can breathe. So I'm going to draw two ovals right here for my dragon's nose, okay? And then when I'm using my dragon puppet like a puppet, I want it to be able to open and close its mouth and have its pointy tongue coming out inside. So in order to do that, I have a piece of red printer paper. If you don't have a piece of red printer paper, you can use your crayons to color either notebook paper or printer paper so that it's red. Okay, and the first thing I'm gonna do is cut out a strip about this wide, and this is gonna become my dragon's tongue. I'm gonna cut off a corner here and a corner here because I like my dragon's tongue to be a little pointy. I'm gonna give it a red line under here. And then because when I open and close my dragon's mouth, I'm gonna wanna glue it to this bottom part so that when my dragon's mouth is actually opening and closing, it looks like his tongue is sticking out, okay? So I'm gonna open this flap here. I'm gonna put a little dot of glue right here. And I'm gonna stick that wonderful tongue we just made right there. I'm gonna make sure it's down from the flap a little bit so that we can see it when the dragon's mouth is closed, but also when it's open. Okay, so then my next step is going to be maybe to color the front and the back, whatever color you like. I like my dragon to be green, but Chinese dragons are also gold, sometimes they're red, so any color would be wonderful. And I would color the front and the back of my dragon like I did my finished one. And then the last thing is these dragon antennas that come up like this. I'm going to use my red paper. I'm gonna fold it about as wide as I want those antennas to be. I'm gonna cut it. Then I'm gonna cut it on the fold so that again I have two of them. I'm going to put a little zigzag design down the antennas like this, and a zigzag line down this one too. Then I'm going to turn the dragon over, and I'm going to put a dot of glue on the opposite side, one here, like that. And I'm going to press this so that the zigzag pattern's on the front. I'm going to do the same thing here and press it so that my zigzag pattern is on the front also. Try to make sure they're about the same lengths. Okay, so then I have my antennas, my eyes are on, the tongue is on, and then the last thing I like to do is when dragons are, the big dragon puppets are in dragon dances, they're fringed at the bottom. So I like to practice cutting my fringe, leaving my bag closed. I'm going to make just little cuts all the way across the bottom like this, so that I can have my own little fringe at the bottom of my dragon puppet. Then I'm going to finish my coloring, and then my dragon is ready to do a Chinese dragon dance to the wonderful Chinese music. Okay, so have fun, be creative with your dragon puppets. Bye.